Well, if it isn't my favorite cookbook author, mwah, mwah. Come in. So, Julia, the cookbook is terrific. And everything's coming along on schedule. Well done.
That's actually why I wanted to meet today.
Go on.
Well, we've got just about every type of Christmas dessert you can imagine in the book.
Those homemade candy canes from that Texan bakery are going to make me a popular mom in a couple of weeks.
Good. I'm glad. There's just one tiny problem. I still haven't found the gingerbread yet.
Well, I think we have enough to publish with everything you've got here, don't you?
I just don't feel like the book will feel complete without including the perfect cookies.
You have a whole chapter on Christmas cookies.
We do. But as you know, this book is a tribute to my mom. Every Christmas we would make gingerbread together. It was our thing.
I see.
I can't tell you how many times I tried to recreate the recipe. Not to mention the amount of bakeries I visited to sample different kinds of gingerbread. But nothing has ever quite tasted like my mom's. Yet.
Yet?
I'm just trying one last thing.
We're cutting it close as is, Julia. Your book is scheduled to go to print. How much longer do you think you'll need?
Do you think you could give me a couple more weeks? I put out some ads across the country asking for people to send me their submissions.
Submissions? From the public? I thought you were contacting restaurants and bakers directly.
I already tried that. Whoever sends me the best gingerbread will be featured in my cookbook. I've already got a ton of responses, just no standouts yet.
The layout's already been finalized. But I'll see if I can get a short extension.
Oh, thank you.
No promises, though. And if you don't find the gingerbread recipe by then, we'll have to publish without it. Either way, understood?
I'll keep you posted, I promise. A twist on the usual gingerbread. Okay. Too much anise. Not bad, though.
Hey, how'd the meeting with your publisher go?
I need to find the recipe, and fast. I'm gonna call it a night and get a fresh start tomorrow.
Wait, before you go, this came in this morning from Homestead Baked Goods. How about we try one more?
Okay.
Good?
Better than good. AJ, this is it. This is the cookie. Where is Hampton Grove?
Okay, it's a 2-hour drive. It's in Wisconsin.
Oh, I'll phone them tomorrow. I can't leave you guys here.
Actually, you can. You've been teaching me how to steer the ship for the last year. If I'm never gonna do it on my own, what's all the training for? And after all this searching, don't you want to meet this baker in person? All right. Have you ever taken a vacation? No. Have you ever called in sick? Also no. And you have enough time to go and come back before Christmas.
Okay. Hampton Grove, Wisconsin. Here I come.
Oh, good morning, Christopher. Abby get to school okay?
Just dropped her off. You know, Mom, you don't have to come in each morning and do this if you don't want to.
I'm always happy to lend a hand to my favorite son.
I'm your only son.
Well, aren't you lucky then? And besides, you don't have to be so stubborn that you have to do everything yourself.
Gee, I wonder where I learned to be stubborn from.
Well, you must have gotten that from your father.
So that means I got all of my good qualities from you, right?
Well, sugar and spice and everything nice.
That's what mothers are made of. Listen, appreciate the help, But seriously, if you ever want to take a day off and sleep in, I'll manage.
Ah, sweetheart, I haven't slept in since the day you were born.
So, how was cribbage night with the girls last night? Did you win?
Maureen won. I got skunked.
Again?
I know. But listen, since you asked, Maureen said that her daughter is moving back to town after the holidays.
Here we go.
Well, I know it's been hard since Alice.
Let's just focus on the croissants and keeping the business afloat, okay?
Fine. I won't push. But just so you know, apparently she's quite the catch.
Oh, hello. Hope you weren't waiting long. I had to fix this creaky cabinet, you know, things. You must be our 4 p.m. Wilson, Julia, 2 nights.
That's me.
Just passing through?
Yeah, I'm just here to pick something up, then I gotta head back to Chicago.
Ah, the Windy City.
You got it.
Go Cubs. What are you picking up? Oh, I didn't mean to pry. My wife tells me I ask a lot of questions, so please tell me if you feel I'm overstepping.
That's okay. I'm a pastry chef, and I'm working on a cookbook, and...
Wait. You're that Julia Wilson. My wife is a huge fan of yours. Your books are her cooking Bibles.
Aw, well, it's always nice to know I have loyal fans.
She actually runs a store in the main strip there. You know, if you're looking for some clothes to buy, it's called the Elite and Chic Boutique.
Oh, it has a ring to it.
You like it, huh? I came up with it. Yeah. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Your cookbook.
Oh, yes. So this time, instead of using my own recipes, I wanted to feature other people's dessert staples. You know, promote different bakeries and communities across the states.
Oh, yeah, you're here to promote pastry a la mode.
What's pastry a la mode? Other than pastry with ice cream on the side.
Well, as of the last few months, it's our most popular bakery.
Oh, no, I'm here for Homestead baked goods. Their gingerbread is indescribable.
It's their bestseller, and it is a personal favorite of mine, I've got to tell you. Have you met the owner, Chris Thompson?
No, not yet. I plan on heading over there once I'm settled in here.
Oh, well, I shouldn't keep you if you have business to attend to. Here's your key.
Okay.
You're room 5. Go to the top of the stairs, turn left. You may have to jiggle off the door handle a little bit. I haven't got around to fixing it yet.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. I'll see you later. Oh.
So you just say a dozen, right? Okay. Yeah, everything was freshly baked this morning. Are we talking a dozen? Perfect. You want 3 of these, right? The weather's nice today, isn't it?
Do you like jam?
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Yes, I do like jam. Do you?
I'm more of a PB fan myself.
You look a little young to be running the place.
I'm 9, but hopefully one day.
That's a good attitude. Until then, I'm looking for Mr. Thompson. Is he in?
He's around here somewhere. I'll go find him.
You still have homework to finish, Abby.
If I do, can I help you and Dad bake tomorrow?
You have piano practice,
Please?
or we'll speak to your father, and I will go find him for you.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you do like jam, my dad says those are to die for. His words, not mine.
Okay.
That's really good jam. Friend of the family makes it.
You must be Mr. Thompson.
Most people just call me Chris, but yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm here to officially congratulate you. So, congratulations, Mr. Chris, the basket of cookies you sent. I'm gonna feature your gingerbread in my cookbook.
What basket of cookies?
You sent me a package all wrapped in cellophane. Cookies and star and Christmas tree shapes, like the ones on display.
Those do sound like our gift baskets, Dad.
Oh, they sure do, little one. Do you want to finish your homework out back with Nana while I speak to...
Julia.
Right. You want to finish your homework out back while I speak to Julia, please?
If you want privacy, you can just ask.
May your father have privacy, please?
That depends. Can I bake with you and Nana tomorrow instead of my piano lessons?
Fine.
Yes.
Wow, she is smart.
She certainly is that.
So, you didn't send me anything.
Look, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. Let's start over. I am Julia Wilson.
Hi, Julia.
I'm a pastry chef slash cookbook author from Chicago. Have you heard of the cookbook Baking in the 21st Century? Right. Anyway, I've been looking for the perfect gingerbread for a long time, too long, and I guess someone sent me yours.
Uh-huh.
They are the best cookies I've had since, well, it's uncanny, really, how similar they are to... Anyway, the point is I would love to feature your gingerbread in my new cookbook. So, what do you think?
I'm really glad that you like the cookies. We're very proud of the recipe. It's our best seller. But I don't really have any interest in publishing it.
Oh.
For one, it's a family recipe, and if I gave it away to everyone who asked for it...
I can understand that, but
Look,
if
you obviously came a long way, and you are a very busy lady. Can I offer you a consolation scone or some of the jam on the house?
I'm okay. Thanks, though. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to change your mind?
Not that I can think of.
Well, thanks for your time. It was nice meeting you.
It's nice to meet you. Did either of you send that woman a basket of cookies?
What basket of cookies?
Julia Wilson, I am your biggest fan. No, seriously, I have baked almost exclusively with your cookbooks.
Aw, you must be Vicky. Your husband told me you run the boutique across the street.
I do.
That's it. Roger and Deb are never invited here again.
Anyway, my beau here tells me that you're here because of the Thompson's gingerbread.
I am.
I used to babysit him. Chris, you know, he has been making those cookies since he was just a little boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I remember this one day, he put a mixing bowl on his head, and he asked me to give him a haircut. And I did.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, listen, you go up and you relax. And if you need anything when you're in town, you just come around to the store. Because we're having a sale.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Well, good night.
50%.
Wow, okay.
75.
For me?
You sure?
Okay, thank you. Night.
We'll see you then.
It's like a turkey exploded in there.
Wish I still had your recipe, Mom. ever give up on your dreams. And most importantly, if something is worth fighting for, don't ever let it go.
Change your mind about the jam?
Actually, I'm here to change your mind. Listen, I know yesterday was probably a lot at once, and I should have introduced myself first. And I realized I didn't clarify the terms. So, what if I do a big promo write-up on your bakery and feature your gingerbread on the cover?
Listen, I appreciate the offer, really, but it's not something
Well,
that...
hello again, dear. It's nice to see a fresh face around here.
Dad, the guy from the bank is calling again. He wants to know when he can expect the mortgage payment.
Please tell Mr. Whitaker I'll call him right back.
He'll phone you right back. Bye.
It's been a bit slow lately, but Christmas is around the corner and things should pick up.
I sure hope so.
Dad, don't you think we should invite her to class tomorrow?
Well, sweetie, I'm sure that Julia, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sure Julia is far too experienced for cookie decorating 101.
But you're the one who said we need as many customers as possible this month.
Abigail.
What?
I would love to swing by.
See? And it's not just for beginners. There's some really good decorators, like me.
Oh, that sounds like fun. But if money is an issue, is that something you're interested in?
No, honestly, what we really need around here is a boost in business.
That's true.
What if I help you?
How do you mean?
Well, I'm just brainstorming here, but what if I could help you increase your sales before Christmas? Let's say by 30%.
Well, that would be great, but to be quite frank, we need more of a 50% increase.
Okay,
Okay, what?
I'll do it. 50% sales increase before Christmas.
How do you plan on doing that exactly?
I don't know yet, but I will make it happen.
Uh-huh.
And if, no wait, when I increase your sales by 50%, will you let me publish your recipe?
You really think you can pull off the impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Okay. Okay. If you can increase our sales by 50%, then the recipe's yours.
Okay, great. Give me a day to come up with some ideas. I've got some serious thinking to do.
Class starts at 8 tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it. So, I guess I will see you all then.
Well, that was awfully convenient. You sure you two don't know who sent those cookies?
I mean, with all due respect, honey, those cookies are our best sellers. It could have been anybody in Hampton Grove who sent them.
I don't know how to send a package. How many stamps does that even take? I saved you a spot.
Hi.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Today we are working on royal icing. You will get to decorate your cookies your way. So pick very carefully the colors that you're going to use. Oh, hey, great work, you guys. Oh, I love the crushed candy cane on top. Well done.
Wow, you weren't kidding. You are great at this.
How come you didn't use any color?
They're snowflakes.
So?
Wow, ladies, these look almost too pretty to eat.
Almost.
That was a great class.
Oh, thanks.
You do this every week?
Oh, yeah. Abby loves it.
She's really talented. Might have a future in her father's footsteps.
She's already giving me a run for my money.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, thanks for coming in today. You can just leave your trays at the stations, but don't forget to take your cookies home. We'll see you next week.
Great job, everybody.
Yes. Bye, guys. See you next week.
So, you two have a few minutes to chat?
Sure.
You betcha.
Abby.
I can color while you do your adult stuff.
According to the spreadsheets you shared with me, sales were fine till about 6 months ago.
Correct.
And this is largely in part to the bakery across the street.
Bingo.
And when did they open?
7, 8 months ago. And then our customers slowly started going there, I guess, which is a shame because it's a big franchise.
And are there any big differences between your bakeries?
We like to take a more classic approach.
Yeah, I mean, their franchise is sort of corporate. No, I mean, modern. Is that the right word? Anyway, it's very she in there.
Right, and your bakery is more classic, homey, which is what Christmas is all about. There's a way to play that up. Just need to figure out how to position it. Okay. So, here is my grand conclusion. You need to come up with some new, innovative desserts for your customers to try and see what sticks.
New desserts? I mean, what's possibly going to be better than chocolate cake or pumpkin pie?
Let me clarify. You keep the classic items, but try some new twists on them. You serve both needs in one go.
New twists. Can you be more specific?
Okay, so, for example, brownies are a classic, but if you add hazelnut chocolate chunks, it adds a whole new flavor profile.
Oh, sort of like creme brulee with maybe apples in it?
Exactly. You take something people already know and love and add a fun ingredient to make it stand out. Oh, the experimentation process is one of my favorite things about baking. When you find a winning combination, it's like finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Oh, well, maybe we can have apple-themed desserts.
Well, apple could work, but it's more of a harvest flavor. Okay, what I think we all need to do is think about what makes this bakery special. What makes you stand out?
Well, there are many things that make this place special.
Yeah.
I love your enthusiasm, Irene. Okay, why don't I come back later and go over everyone's ideas? Does that work for you?
Sure.
Oh, before I go, can you tell me how to get to the chic and elite clothing boutique?
Oh, yeah, Vicky's place. Okay, set aside some time. She's a talker.
Okay, because I'm going to be sticking around a little longer than I planned.
Welcome back, Julia. Have a good morning.
It was a little arduous, but on the bright side, I got some good retail therapy in.
Well, I'm glad Vicky could sort you out. But why arduous? Things go all right with the Thompsons? I'm sure you saw that Chris and his family are thick as thieves, especially that little girl of his. She's going to be president one day, I think.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Oh, what about you? You have kids?
Oh, no, not yet anyway.
Sorry, I told you I ask a lot of questions.
It's okay. I just haven't really found the right person.
Well, listen to an old pro like me. When you do, you'll know.
My mom used to say the same thing.
Oh, sounds like a smart woman.
She was, and caring.
Holidays can be tough when the people we love aren't around. But it's also a great time to remember them and honor them, too.
Wise words.
Well, you do learn a thing or two by the time you get to this age. Did you two have any special Christmas traditions?
Well, when I was little, we used to bake gingerbread all day the weekend before Christmas. We would make batches and batches of it to give away as presents leading up to Christmas Day. But we would end up eating most of it ourselves. I remember we would be completely covered in flour, head to toe, and my mom didn't care about the mess. She was just happy I was spending time with her. I think about that now and remember how special it was.
It really is the most magical time of year, isn't it?
Very. One time, we tried making gingerbread pudding.
Oh, that sounds delicious. How did that turn out?
Oh, the first time was a disaster, but we nailed it after a few tries. Oh my goodness. Mr. Weaver, you just solved all my problems.
I did. How?
I'll tell you later. I have to go create some Christmas magic of my own.
Oh. Why don't I take these upstairs for you?
Thank you, Mr. Weaver. Oh. I'll see you later.
Hey, Julia. Is everything okay?
Better than okay. I've got it. I've got the idea.
Oh, well, thank goodness, because Chris and I are drawing blanks.
Is he here?
No, he's just picking up Abby from hockey practice.
Oh, no problem. We can wait from here.
All right, okay.
Actually, I'm glad I have you alone for a minute. I wanted to thank you for hearing me out yesterday and convincing Chris to hear me out, too.
Oh, of course. You seem like a good egg.
Seriously, if it weren't for you and Abby, I think I'd be back on my way to Chicago by now.
Oh, yeah. I love my son. But boy, can he ever be stubborn sometimes.
Is he always like that?
Well, he's very protective of the things he loves. But, you know, if you're patient with him, he always does the right thing.
I'll keep that in mind.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Okay.
Let's go.
It's great.
Well, he likes things done right, that one.
Hey, girls. We interrupting something?
Hi. No, not at all. I popped in because I have a plan. Gingerbread.
You have our attention.
I thought we weren't discussing gingerbread recipes until after you increased business by 50%.
Let me clarify. Remember when I said you should keep the classic items but try some new twists on them? So, I'm thinking a series of gingerbread treats to help get your clientele back. One new treat every day for 12 days using your original gingerbread recipe. Hear me out. The 12 treats of Christmas.
Yes!
That sounds...
Just perfect, wouldn't you say, Christopher?
Now, I don't think we should deviate too far from the base recipe. It's amazing, but things like gingerbread cheesecake, gingerbread mousse, gingerbread lattes, these are just some jumping off points.
Dad's made gingerbread macaroons before, and they were tasty.
That's a great idea. That should be our dessert for the first day.
And then how about gingerbread creme brulee?
In case you haven't noticed, Irene loves creme brulee.
Well, that could be another one. It's a great idea.
Now, hold on just a second before we get ahead of ourselves. How are you planning to promote this whole thing?
Just leave that part to me. I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
You're a very determined lady, aren't you?
I am.
And I am excited.
Me too.
Okay, great. So first things first, we need to figure out what the treats are gonna be for each day with your gingerbread macaroons and your gingerbread creme brulee. We still need 10 more ideas.
How about a cake of some kind? Maybe a gingerbread coffee cake.
I love it. And then we can serve it with a cup of coffee or tea.
That's 2 sales.
Exactly. We need all the sales we can get, right?
Okay, let's do it.
This is gonna be so awesome, Dad.
Where do we start?
The kitchen.
No time like the present.
So that's a yes on the gingerbread cinnamon buns.
Oh, yeah? Over the chocolate chunk gingerbread swirl cookie. Boy, that's a mouthful.
Definitely too many dominant flavors in those.
I like them.
No, I think that's enough sugar for today, young lady.
Aw, can we go play outside then?
Sweetie, Julia and I have to keep coming up with more recipes.
Please?
I'll take you, Abby.
Julia, wanna play Snow Wars? Just a super quick round.
What's Snow Wars?
Do you think we could spare a quick half hour?
You're allowed to take a break, you know. My teacher says it's good for mental health.
Sure, we can do half an hour.
I'll hold the fort here then.
Yes!
Have fun.
Wow. You built all of this together.
Well, Abby's the designer. I'm more of a worker bee.
So basically, it's like hide and seek, except you can throw snowballs and stuff.
Right.
Dad seeks, the girl's side. Make sense?
You'll catch on in no time. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 17.
How do we win? You know,
16.
really fun, right?
So this is it? We just wait?
14,
Not quite.
9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bullseye.
Oh, you are gonna get it.
Oh, God!
Uh-oh.
Let's get him.
Oh, little lady, you are gonna get it.
See, Julia? Told you it was fun.
You were right, kiddo.
All right, bedtime, little one. Why don't you head upstairs, and I'll be up in a minute to tuck you in.
Aww. Good night, Julia.
Good night.
I am so sorry. I didn't expect that to take so long.
That's okay, I had fun.
Great, great. So about brainstorming the rest of those recipes, let me just tuck Abby in, and then
Let's just get a fresh start tomorrow.
You sure?
Yeah, Abby's not the only one that's pooped. That was quite a workout. Oh, can you try and brainstorm some poster ideas? We should talk about marketing stuff tomorrow, too.
Okay, can do.
All right. Well,
Are you okay to...
yeah, I'm good. Thank you, though. Night.
Night.
Hey, Del, how's it going?
Bonjour. I'm doing okay.
Just okay.
I have some news.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound like good news.
Listen, I'm expecting company, so I'll keep this brief. I thought the extension you asked for wouldn't affect anyone other than us, but as it turns out, our marketing team needs your finalized copy sooner than I realized.
Oh,
I tried to stall for you, I did, but we are going to have to stick to the original deadline.
so that means...
You have 10 days to finalize everything in your book. Do you think you'll be able to get the gingerbread recipe in time?
I just came across a contender in Hampton Grove.
In the Hamptons? Julia, that's fantastic. Hello?
Tell you what, give me 12 days and I guarantee I'll have the recipe by then.
12 days. Why 12 days?
Just trust me.
Okay, I'll let the marketing team know. But Julia, don't let me down.
I won't.
Good. Anyway, my personal shopper just got here, so I've got to run. Au revoir, Stefan!
How many recipes do we have now?
Oh, 7. Just over halfway there.
What about a trifle?
As much as that sounds delicious, it's not exactly the easiest and cleanest thing for people to sample.
Or transport.
What about gingerbread brownies?
We've tried that. It's the same problem as the chocolate chunk cookies. The cocoa overpowers everything.
Right, of course. Well, we've got our first 7 days covered, and we're in pretty good shape. We could come back to this as the event goes along.
Oh, thank you. I haven't eaten this much sugar since I was a kid, and I make desserts for a living.
Next thing we have to take care of is the promo stuff. I've been working on the ad copy. Do you have any poster ideas?
How do you know so much about this stuff?
Well, the restaurant business is competitive in Chicago. I had to learn to be as versatile as possible. I couldn't just be a pastry chef if I wanted to succeed. I also had to learn how to separate myself from the pack, brand myself.
Bit of a dog and pony show.
It's not so bad. I bake because it makes me happy, and I want to share that happiness with others.
Is that your brand then? Happiness?
More like sharing happiness through food. Put it this way. When someone comes to my restaurant, they know they can expect comfort food with a twist. Something new, but with familiar and satisfying flavors.
You're really good at this.
Not my first rodeo.
Well, we're lucky to have you. The business here.
Thanks.
But to answer your question about posters, Abby made these on the computer. We really tried to play up the homey comfort thing. What do you think?
I love them.
Yeah?
Do you think shops around here would hang them in their windows?
Well, maybe if celebrity chef Julia Wilson asked them.
Down a little? And just up a hair. Perfect. Thanks again for letting us put this up.
Of course, hon. Happy to help.
You know, in Chicago, they charge for this kind of ad space.
Oh, I know. That, among many other reasons, is why I left. I really missed people helping out because they wanted to, not just because they had to. You know, that sense of community.
You lived in Chicago.
Oh, ages ago. I worked in a similar shop, and I wanted to open my own. I'm sure the city's changed quite a bit since then.
Mm-hmm.
But how about your time here? Is our little town growing on you?
So far, so good. Still figuring out this campaign with Chris. It's been fun, surprisingly.
Surprisingly?
Let's just say he wasn't exactly thrilled to meet me at first.
Ah, but he's had a change of heart.
I guess you could say that.
I'm glad to hear it. Poor fella's been struggling since he lost his wife 4 years ago. Heartbreaking.
Oh, he lost his wife. That's awful.
Oh, you didn't know. I'm sorry. It's not my story to tell. Anyway, I'm just going to get back to work. It's been a little slow, but slow and steady wins the race, they say. I've got a radio ad set up for later. Hopefully it'll bring people out.
A radio ad? Good for you.
Yeah, I read my own copy. I used to co-host a radio show back in the day.
You are a woman of many talents.
That and my nephew runs the radio station.
Vicky, could I ask you for a small favor?
What do you need?
Hey,
Hey,
do you have a few minutes?
sure, why?
Grab your coat. We have Vicky to thank for this, her nephew, and there, Seamus, he runs the place.
Oh, I know Seamus. We go way back. Hey, Seamus! Oh. Is it normal to feel this nervous?
What? You've never done radio before?
You're kidding, right? No, nothing like this.
I'll walk you through it. You're gonna do great. Basically, we'll have this ad play every day of the event. Do you have any questions about the script?
For the first treat of Christmas, my true love gave to me a gingerbread-inspired treat.
Try singing the first part.
Singing. You have a lot of confidence in me. For the first treat of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Keep going.
I don't know. I'm a baker. I'm not a rock star.
Do you think all rock stars are technically great singers? No, but they sure sound good. It's not about talent, it's about confidence.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know how to do any of this at first either. But I tried and I failed. Then I tried again and I failed again. It takes a while to learn how to promote yourself. Cut yourself some slack.
Okay. Well, December weather can be so unpredictable.
Thanks for letting me wait it out here. You've done a great job with the place.
Thanks. That's all Abby.
Yeah.
Well, I sure hope people are gonna come out tomorrow.
I'm sure they will. A little snow can't come between people and their love of dessert.
I hope so. So, Julia, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You've taken a good chunk of time off work for my little business.
What's the question?
Why are you so interested in my gingerbread recipe?
Do you want the Cliff's Notes or the full answer?
Full answer, always.
Well, your cookies remind me of the gingerbread I used to make with my mom when I was little. She passed when I was really young. She's the one who taught me how to bake. I remember we used to watch this cooking show together. The chefs would whip up these elaborate desserts, and then we would try to recreate them ourselves.
How'd that work out?
Oh, it worked out very medium. Sometimes they were amazing, and sometimes not so much. But the best part was how much fun we had.
There's something really special about moms, isn't there?
Yeah.
So what happened to her gingerbread recipe?
She left it to me in a cookbook she made. Some of the pages got ruined, something spilled on them, and her gingerbread is indecipherable now.
Oh, that's awful.
It's okay. I've accepted that it's gone. But your cookies taste nearly identical, and that's why it's so special to me.
Well, I'm sorry about your mom.
Thanks. It's been over 20 years, and I still think about her all the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that ever goes away. Well, it looks like it's clearing up out there.
Oh, well, I better head out, get some rest tonight. Ready for a big day tomorrow?
As ready as I'll ever be. Oh.
Oh. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Happy to help. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, these are so tasty. Oh, you make these too, don't you, sweetheart?
No, I make macaroons. These are macarons.
Oh, right. Makes good macaroni, too.
So glad you both enjoyed it.
What's on the menu for tomorrow?
Gingerbread vanilla fudge.
Oh, my. I love fudge. Can I have a free sample?
Oh, we haven't made it yet. You'll have to come back tomorrow if you'd like to try it.
We will. We will. You know, I'm using this as a little reward for all the repairs I'm doing at the B&B. Did you know stressed backwards is desserts? So I have this little motto, if you eat a lot of desserts, you'll never be stressed.
Okay, it's time to head out. Bye-bye. How many times do I have
It's
to...
cerebral.
Is it?
It makes you think.
Well, I would say that was a successful first day, wouldn't you?
Sure was. And we exceeded our goal for today. We're sold out.
Yeah. I just hope we can keep this momentum going.
Right. I'd better get Abby home to bed.
Oh, no, I'll take her.
Are you sure? You've done enough already for us today.
Honey, I insist, and you and Julia still have work to do.
Okay, thanks.
And I will see you two tomorrow. Okay, Abby, let's hit the road, honey.
Well, Julia,
Yes, Chris?
I was thinking of taking a quick break, going for a walk or something.
We still have a lot of prep work to do for tomorrow.
I was hoping you'd join me.
Okay. I'll get my coat.
Coat. That's the dry cleaner / tailor. And it's run by Mrs. Taylor.
Oh, wait, seriously?
Yeah. This is a great deli. If you ever want an awesome sandwich, that's the place. The local TV station's just down the street here. I went to high school with the weatherman. And the camera girl's my second cousin.
So you know everyone?
Pretty much. That's all part of the Hampton Grove charm. And really, that's why when these big franchises come into town, it hurts the community a bit, you know? Hey, can I be honest with you about something?
Yeah.
When you mentioned your mom, well, I can relate, sort of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I used to be married to a pretty wonderful woman. And, well, after she died, it was difficult to enjoy anything for a long time, especially baking.
Vicky told me. I'm so sorry, Chris. I can't imagine what you went through, what you're going through.
It's been tough. Being both parents, keeping the business going. Having Abby is what's kept me moving forward.
She's wise beyond her years. I can tell she's a big influence on you.
Oh, yeah. She's pretty much the boss of me.
Yeah.
And the business, and this whole town. Although that title she probably shares with Vicky.
Vicky also mentioned you used to make the same gingerbread when you were a kid.
Did she tell you the story
The bowl haircut story, yeah, she did.
You going around town digging up dirt on me in exchange for my family recipe? Well, in my defense, I was only 7, and that haircut was in style at the time.
It's getting late. We should head back and prep the fudge.
Is everything all right?
I just never really considered it before.
Considered what?
That it's your family recipe.
Yeah. I thought you knew that.
I mean, I did. I just didn't grasp the weight of that. I mean, family recipes are part of who we are, where we came from. And I'm realizing for the first time, I genuinely get why you've been so protective of it now. If I still had my mom's gingerbread recipe, I don't know if I would publish it or not. Is that why you've been so hesitant to share it with me?
Well, 2 reasons, really. The first one is that our gingerbread cookie is the main reason people still come into the shop. If they can make it at home, then they may not come in anymore.
Chris, I publish a lot of my own recipes, and people still come to my restaurant.
Yeah, but you're famous.
No, the whole goal of this cookbook is to uplift all the shops and bakeries featured in it. People will make your recipe at home, fall in love with it, and then want to try more from you. It's a surprisingly good tourism pull.
Well, that makes sense.
And the other thing, you said you had 2 hesitations.
Oh, doesn't matter. Just increase sales and I'll be giving you the recipe.
Are you sure that's still what you want?
Yeah, deal's a deal, right? Anyway, we should get back. We have lots of prep, and tomorrow's another big day.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the fudge might be a tough sell.
The fudge is delicious and decadent. Don't doubt the fudge.
What if we don't make our sales quota for today?
Listen, I'm not gonna say that's impossible, but yesterday we saw our biggest muffin sales right after lunch, which is any minute now.
Yeah, but we've seen fewer people this morning. Just these 2 and Mr. and Mrs. Weaver.
Yeah, but what we didn't expect is how many boxes of fudge they would buy. They loved it, and other people will too when they come in.
What if yesterday was just beginner's luck?
Is now a good time to tell you I told you so?
Better hope this keeps up. Pop machine. Who knew people would love those so much?
I told you. They're not just for kids. Everyone loves them. That, and I asked the radio station to play our ad twice as often during peak gym hours.
You are just full of surprises.
There's a method to my madness.
Oh, don't worry. I've been taking notes ever since you walked in here. Do you mind getting that? I should get back to it.
Homestead Baked Goods. Hi. Where is she? Is she okay? Okay, got it. I'll let him know. Thanks, Irene.
What is it?
Abby had a bellyache, but your mom picked her up from school.
What? Is she all right? Does she have a fever? We should close up the shop.
Wait, hey. Abby's okay. She's with your mom now. They're watching cartoons. Why don't you just call her back?
Sorry. Dad instinct fully took over there. I should probably go check on her.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I'm never away from home this much. Abby is certainly not used to that.
You're a great dad, Chris. And if you want to check in on Abby, I can handle the morning rush.
You sure? Just so she knows I'm there for her.
Absolutely. All good here. Seriously.
Great. I won't be long. Now, what's our sales target for today?
Don't worry so much, Chris. By 5 o'clock, you'll be saying creme brulee.
Wow. Hey, I noticed that we've been having a really good day followed by a not so good day. Yesterday was great, so hoping today we can break that pattern.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And you promise you'll teach me how to make a Cinton cake?
I promise, but it takes a long time to make, though. Be warned.
How long?
About 5 hours.
Well, we can do it next weekend, after Christmas.
Hey, come on, Abby. Julia's gonna want to go home at some point.
Well, maybe I can extend my stay a bit. I would just need to clear it with my restaurant.
Really?
No promises, but it would be good to pass some more knowledge on to my little protege.
Yes!
Oh, okay, come on, sweetie. It's time to head home for the night. Good night.
Good night, little lady.
Julia sure is something.
Good night, Mom. So you're thinking you might stay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to. If you think it's maybe. I thought...
Would be nice.
Okay, maybe I will then. But I do have some bad news. At this pace, we're just gonna miss our sales goal for tomorrow.
That's disappointing.
Well, you know, a lot rests on what we choose to make for tomorrow's final treat.
Okay. Right. Maybe we could... Well, no, we did the thing
Actually,
already.
maybe...
Some
Oh,
custard.
no. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Well, I do have this... You go ahead.
No, you.
I have this idea, but it may not be sophisticated enough. How about a gingerbread cookie sandwich? Throw a bunch of cream cheese filling on the inside and then make them as big as we want and decorate them all Christmassy.
Like an artisanal sandwich cookie? That could be really great. Finish off the event with a nod to your most classic confection.
Great, because I could make those all day long with my eyes closed.
Amazing.
Okay, should we hang more posters?
Well, we've pretty much done everything we can on the advertising and marketing side. Wait a minute. Didn't you say you knew some people down at the news station?
I may have, yeah.
What's your connection again?
I went to high school with the weatherman and the camera operator.
Is your second cousin, right. Do we have any leftover gingerbread treats from the past few days?
I'm sure we do. Why?
You'll see.
Hey. So, what should I say when Chip gets here?
Just talk about the cookie. Why is your gingerbread so special? What makes it different from other cookies?
I feel like I'm right back at the radio station, except this time I don't have a script.
Want to practice?
Yeah? Yeah, that'll help.
Just remember, when in doubt, speak from the heart.
Okay.
So, Mr. Thompson, how's your 12 Treats of Christmas campaign been going?
Well, it's been pretty great. I've met some new and interesting people.
What about the desserts?
What I'm really excited about is our 12th and final treat.
Oh, and what did your true love bring you on the 12th day of Christmas?
Actually, it's a twist on our signature gingerbread cookie, except it's bigger and better.
Ooh, looks to die for. Tell me, Chris, what inspires you to bake?
Oh, my daughter, Abigail. She taught me what it means to put love in everything you do.
That was great. Chris, you are ready. I'll go see where they are.
Before you go, I think you should have this.
But what if we don't get the numbers we're hoping to get tomorrow?
I've thought about that. For everything you've done for my business, for my family, it's the least I can do.
Chris, I don't know what to say.
Hello, hi. Oh, I'm so glad I caught you. I figured you might be a little camera shy, so I came here for encouragement.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Stevie.
Chip's here, and we are good to go.
Okay, it's time for my close-up.
Break a leg.
Mom.
We're on in 3, 2.
Good evening, Hampton Grove. I'm Chip Frankston, and with me is Homestead Baked Goods owner and baker, Chris Thompson. Chris, tell us a bit about your 12 Treats of Christmas campaign.
Well, Chris, Chip, it's an event that my bakery has been hosting for the past week and a half. We've been making every day a gingerbread dessert. We've made 11 of them so far, and tomorrow is the last day.
Well, gingerbread.
Day 12.
Gingerbread sure is a Christmas classic.
That's right. We've done gingerbread mousse with some maple syrup from just down the road. Gingerbread pudding with sticky miso caramel sauce. Excellent. But what I'm really excited about is our final treat.
The suspense. What is it? Look at this.
It's our gingerbread cookie sandwich. It features, of course, our signature gingerbread cookie.
Signature gingerbread, huh? What makes it signature?
Well, my mom, who's just behind the camera there.
I know your mom. Hi, Irene.
Hi, Chip.
She taught me to bake them when I was a kid, and we've been adapting the recipe ever since.
Looks like it keeps getting better and better.
Well, yeah, to be honest with you, with a little help, things have been getting a lot better.
I gotta take this.
You can come by even after the 12 treats are sold out. Once a week, we'll be coming up with some more.
Where the heck is my phone? Where's my... Oh, there's... Hello?
Boo idea.
What? What are these...
Is everything okay?
It's just, table 12. I said, can I call you back, boss? I have some fires to put out.
Fires?
No!
Hey, Dell.
You haven't been checking your emails much, have you?
I've been busy working on that last recipe.
Well, I'm just going to come out and say it then. There was a lapse in communication between departments, and we need your recipe tomorrow AM or we publish without it.
What? Dell, why didn't you call me sooner?
I know, but I'm calling you now, aren't I?
I can send the recipe to you now.
Oh, please do. You're coming to the meeting tomorrow, right?
What meeting?
Go get caught up on your emails, but I need you here to sign off on the final look.
Right. Of course. I'll leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Till then.
So you have to leave tomorrow morning.
I know. I really wanted to see the event through.
Oh, boy.
Maybe I can come back after the holidays?
Well, I'm sure Chris will be very disappointed that you have to leave early, but I'm sure he will understand once you explain your situation.
I hope so. He just gave me the recipe, and I want him to know how much that means to me.
He did?
Yeah, and after speaking with him more, he explained why he's been so skeptical and why he's been so protective of the business and the recipe.
He told you about Alice?
he mentioned his wife passed a few years ago.
No. He and Abby and Alice used to make those cookies together all the time. It was their very special family thing.
I thought he just didn't share it because he didn't want to hurt his business.
Well, I'll leave it to the two of you to figure that out. But right now, can I tell you the truth?
The truth about what?
These are from a dear friend. I think she'd want you to have them.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to try one of these delectable gingerbread sandwich cookies, swing by Homestead Baked Goods tomorrow. Until then, have a great night.
And we're out.
Oh, hey, thank you so much for coming down.
Anytime, Chris. Listen, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'll come down with Catherine, and we're gonna pick up a pack of these cookies.
Great. Okay, thanks. Did you see that?
You nailed it.
I've never done anything like that in my life. I can't believe it. So exhilarating.
Listen,
Where's Irene?
she stepped out for the night. But listen.
Can I be honest with you?
Of course.
I really have to say this. Look, you came crashing into my life in the best way possible. In the short time that I've known you, I've learned so much. Not just about running my business, but about letting my guard down and letting someone in. And I haven't felt that way for a long time, since Alice. And Abigail absolutely adores you.
Chris,
so I guess what I'm trying to say in the
Chris, I need to tell you something.
Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
I need to leave. First thing tomorrow.
What? Is everything all right?
I'm so sorry. I really wanted to finish the event with you, but I have to be in Chicago tomorrow to sign off on the final cookbook now that it has your recipe, and I just got a really weird call from my restaurant, and I'd like to check in.
My recipe's already in your book? I just gave it to you half an hour ago. Now you're already on the run with it?
I know what this looks like. Listen, Irene just told me that baking those cookies was your special bonding thing with Abby and Alice, but my intentions have always been to help you.
So you knew how much that recipe meant to me and to my family. And now you're just gonna leave?
I have to.
I thought you cared about me.
I do. Chris, it's just...
You know what? You better head back to Chicago. It's fine. Publish it.
Chris.
I've really enjoyed collaborating with you on this. It's been great, truly. I think I can handle the rest from here.
Oh, you're going so soon? You're still booked for a few days here.
I'm headed back early. You can keep the booking as is, though I don't need a refund.
Well, I'm certainly not going to keep your money if you're not here, Miss Julia. Do you want me to hold the room just in case you change your mind?
No, thank you, Mr. Weaver. Well, I guess I better get going. I've got a meeting to get to.
Are you sure you're all right, hon?
Yeah, I'm sure I will be. Thank you both for your hospitality.
You want to talk about it?
I think I ruined everything. With Chris and Abby.
What happened?
It's a long story.
I take it you already said sorry.
I tried to, but he didn't want to hear it.
Oh, sweetie. I can see Chris isn't the only one who got hurt.
I didn't expect any of this.
The heart's a funny little thing, isn't it?
It sure is. But on the bright side, heading home with a sense of resolution.
How do you mean?
Thank you for everything. maybe I can come again next year for a visit.
Well, I don't want to speak for my husband, but I know there will always be a room here for you.
I'll take you up on that.
Okay.
Good morning. I see you've talked to Julia. Where is she?
Oh, I don't know. Probably halfway back to Chicago by now.
Oh, this is probably all of my fault.
Hey, no. None of this is your fault.
Oh, Christopher, I have to tell you something. I sent Julia the cookies.
I knew it! Why?
I'm sorry, but there's more to the story, a lot more.
I have lots of time.
I know Julia. Well, I mean, sort of. I knew her mother, Evelyn. We were in the same cookbook exchange club in the 70s.
What's a cookbook exchange club?
Well, it's these little clubs where people from across the country, mostly women at that time, would exchange and read recipes and sometimes cookbooks.
So you knew Julia's mother?
Well, we never met, but I considered her a really good friend. Oh, she had some great cooking tips, and I had a few to share too. So we would write each other a few times a year and exchange our favorite new recipes. Anyway, the years went by, and one day I came across Julia's first cookbook. I couldn't believe it. So I hopped on the internet and did a little web sleuthing.
You hopped on the internet.
Yes, I did. I know how to web search. I'm not that old. Anyway, lo and behold, it was the same Julia Wilson. I followed her career for a little while, and I wondered if, maybe I should reach out. And then a few months ago, she did this public search for the perfect gingerbread recipe, which is our signature cookie.
That's a crazy coincidence.
Oh, baloney. It's not a coincidence. And by the way, our recipe is just a few tweaks different than her mother's. There is a point to all of this.
Oh, good.
You know, when I was in that cookbook club with Evelyn, and I was able to share a recipe with somebody, it made me so happy. I mean, if you can share something you love with somebody you care about, it just brings up a whole new level of joy. I mean, look at Abby. What have you been teaching her all these years? That it feels good to share.
Why didn't you tell me all of this from the start?
Oh, sweetie, I love you, but you can be really stubborn. Also, I have noticed that you are a lot happier coming into the shop lately. And isn't that all that matters at the end of the day? So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. I have this whole 12th day of treats I have to make.
I mean about Julia.
Dad? You're not perfect either, you know.
Have you been standing there the whole time?
Well, you may not be perfect, but you are allowed to be happy again. Alice would have wanted that.
I think so too.
So maybe I could still catch her?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Okay. Mr. Weaver. Mr. Weaver.
No kung fu! Mr. Thompson, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I'm just looking for Julia.
Oh, she left about 20 minutes ago.
She left. Packed up, left?
Yeah, packed and left.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you.
Is everything all right?
Perfect. Where's that phone? Ah, yes. Right over there. Hello.
You'll be happy to know I'm headed back to Chicago.
Back to Chicago? Why?
Your text.
My text? What text? Oh, that was supposed to say, good idea, have fun. We really need to learn how to one-handed text.
But when you called, you said something about a fire.
Fire? What? What did you hear? Jeez, it was just a busy night at the restaurant, okay? You know how chaotic it gets.
Right, of course. Well, I'm headed back anyway, so I'll come by and say hi. AJ?
Listen, boss, it's your restaurant. You know we're always happy to see you, but do you really have to come back now? I mean, do you miss my pretty face so much you'd rather be here than enjoying your time off?
I gotta go, AJ, but I'll see you later.
See ya.
Not right now.
Inspired treats that will satisfy even the pickiest of confection connoisseurs. Because here at Homestead Baked Goods, everyone feels at home. Let me guess. You forgot to take some jam.
Can we talk?
So,
Do you...
You go ahead.
I was feeling terrible about how we left things. Every Christmas song was putting me in a bad mood, and that's usually the opposite of what they do for me. Right. Anyway, as I was driving back to Chicago, I heard our ad. And it made me realize something. When you say, at your bakery, everyone feels at home, I never realized it before, but that's what I've been searching for this whole time. It wasn't the cookie or recipe that I wanted. It was those happy memories I had as a kid with my mom. It was a feeling of home. And you and Abby and Irene all helped me find that feeling again. I'm so sorry for leaving things the way that we did. And I came back to tell you I will call my publisher right now and tell her to not include the gingerbread if you're not comfortable with it. Because I would rather lose it than lose you and Abby.
You don't have to do that. But truth be told, yeah, I didn't want to share the recipe with you because of how special it is to me. But then I also didn't want to share it with you because I didn't want you to leave. Last night when you told me you had to go and I had just given you the recipe, I thought, yeah, you're running away. But that's got nothing to do with you, that's all me. And I was reminded that sharing baking recipes is what makes them so enjoyable. When you experience something with someone you love, your family, the whole town, that's what makes it special. And I had forgotten that until I met you. You're an incredible person, Julia. I couldn't have done any of this without you.
Really?
Really.
I think you're pretty incredible too, Chris.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I just think the two of you are going to want to see this.
What's the population here again?
Dad! Everyone we know is here.
I don't even recognize some of these people. They must be from a town or two over.
Boy, those TV spots really worked. This has never happened before.
I want to say it's a Christmas miracle.
What it is a lot of hard work paying off.
My dad and me couldn't have done this without you, Julia.
Aw, ditto.
Well, what about Nana? Doesn't she get any credit?
Oh, and a very special thank you to Irene for all her help.
Speaking of help, kid, battle stations, let's go.
Wow.
So I guess you got to get back for your meeting.
I called my publisher on my way back here, and she just sent me the proofs of the final layout, and everything looks great.
Yeah? So you don't have to go back?
I'd rather be here. Plus, I have a good feeling about today. Ready to get started?
Almost.
Almost.
Just got to take care of one more thing.
Hey, I knew it.
Shall we get started?
Let's do this.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. So anyone who's looking for gingerbread will come over.
Chào mừng đến
Hải
với
Bảo,
Bình Nguyên Vô
Hồn chị
Tận.
có đọc tin nhắn em gửi chưa?
Chưa. Các bạn với nhau rồi á, thế Facebook bạn là gì?
Facebook mình là Trung Đức.
Cái gì?
Trần Trung Đức.
Trần Trung Đức á, làm gì có kết bạn bao giờ đâu.
Đó, ra xem.
My three loves
Trần
are
Trung
ale,
Đức.
battle, and kittens.
Bạn kết bạn với nick nào?
Dương Trường, giờ này mà đi đơn là toàn gặp
Không
súc
nhớ
vật.
rõ tên, hình như là Vũ Thị Bích Ngọc thì phải.
Mình có mỗi Trần Trung Hiếu thôi, không có Trần Trung Đức đâu.
Ok.
Vũ Thị Bích Ngọc á?
Fuel my fury.
Mới kết bạn đúng không?
Đúng rồi, hay là nick phụ.
Thấy biết rồi. Lại phải đơm thôi. Ok, cái thằng này tao đã làm gì mày đâu mà mày hôn tao. Có nào hôn của tao chỉ dành cho bạn Đức thôi, mày hiểu chưa? Dám hôn mình, lú cái đầu ngay. Ở đâu rồi? Mình đập được nó nhá. Bạn cứ yên tâm đi, mình đập cho nó to đầu luôn.
Ngủ đi vợ ơi.
Cây lồn mà, chạy ông kia mà, để luôn. Cái Emily khỏe vãi đái. Lên đào trước đi bạn ơi. Không phải Đức động được à? Không, Đức này không động được. Trần Trung Đức. Tí mình quên rồi mà.
Dương Trường, này người ta gọi là gì đây ta? Mặt cười lộn ruột.
Cười cay.
Từ nữa mình farm có đồ.
Quảng Ninh ở Quảng Ninh hơi xa nhỉ? Quảng Ninh lên Hà Nội thì mất bao nhiêu lâu?
Mình cũng
30 tiếng á.